I want to bring your attention to the right side of your screen as we watch this cloud cover push in over sunset and see how it builds in, and that's where we're getting an idea of how powerful some of these storms are associated with the low pressure system that's making its way across the United States in the northeastern portion, bringing a lot of moisture there, while at the same time we're looking at how strong that high pressure is when we're talking about northwesterly winds. Right now, as that cloud cover builds in, everybody's hanging out in those lower 90s right now, and you're going to continue to see a slow cool down as we see a lot of those clouds pushing in, trap a lot of that overnight heat, and that's what's allowing those temperatures to really climb up there very quickly during the day once that cloud cover pushes out, because it's holding on to a lot of that humidity. When we're talking about how powerful this high pressure is, we're also looking at how strong this low pressure is. Green's going to show you the highest wind speeds. And as we make our way through the weekend, we see this high pressure that really builds in over Nevada. And when we talk about how strong it is, look at how strong the winds are up there near Minnesota, near that region. And when we look down around New Mexico and the Panhandle, you're seeing how strong that northerly wind is on the other side of that. And where those winds are splitting, we're seeing a lot more convection. Now, when you watch that low pressure system making its way in over the coast, you're going to watch this ridging as it continues to pull that moisture down and around those wind speeds from the north, which is different when we're talking about the wind speeds we've seen recently out of the south. Now, it'll suppress as it makes its way to the east, and we're going to see those quick moving storms. Moisture is going to go all the way up to Minnesota, and you're seeing how it's going to make that small channel right there across the Panhandle. As it pushes all that moisture down to the east, you're really seeing the east coast and all along the south really having an abundance of moisture, giving you an idea of how strong those storms are going to be associated with these frontal systems that we're looking at right now. So when the front tracker shows you where these clouds are going to push in tonight, by Friday again, we're looking at the same opportunity as you see it going to move across Arkansas. These storms are really going to get large and move quickly across Nebraska by Friday night, and that could see our next round of showers. And then again, throughout the weekend, we're seeing how powerful these storms are going to be as they continue to push through the region, and that is going to be enough to push it down into our area, and the Concho Valley could benefit from a lot of these storms pushing through the area. As we make our way through the evening, the severe storm tracker really showing you where these storms are explosive across the country. And when we look towards the Panhandle of Texas, they're getting hit one more time. And that line of thunderstorms right up there near Lubbock really has our interest peaked, because it could skirt into Midland, and that's what those cloud cover we're seeing from the time lapse, and those clouds we're going to see pushing overnight could keep those temperatures a bit warm as we make our way into the evening. But you can see some of those clouds really starting to push in. Right now we're watching the temperatures drop about 10 degrees from where they were earlier today as we make that cool down, but it's only going to drop about 10 more degrees as we continue to see that slow cool down. Right now the humidity and the moisture content out there a lot higher than it was earlier today when we were down into the teens. So as we look at those overnight future casts, you see those clouds really push in, trap that heat overnight, and then we make our way towards Friday where it starts to break up, with those temperatures quickly pushing back into those heat advisories. So again, tonight temperatures going to be dropping down into those upper 70s, seeing an opportunity for light rain, with the cloud cover really going to be a primary factor like we've been seeing in the previous days, where it's very humid, very cloudy, and then by the time it clears up, back up into those triple digits where we're prompting those heat advisories. Want to limit that outdoor activity, even though there's going to be a lot to do this weekend, and that's going to take us into the weekend where we're going to continue to see those triple digit temperatures. By the time we get to that third week of July already, we're still hanging on to that heat dome, and those lows are really going to stay there into those 70s. We'll have more up after the break. You're watching KSAN News at 10.